The egg gets fertilized in your fallopian tube. It has to grow and develop into a stage of an embryo.
So the sperm comes along.
Sperm swim through the uterus into the tubes. And that's where fertilization happens.
Okay, so the sperm comes through the fallopian tube. It meets the egg, which is chilling there. And then what happens?
Then, well, hopefully fertilization happens.
Which is like the sperm, which is like the tadpole's head, hits the egg.
Hits the egg. It actually has a little fusion reaction and pushes its DNA in there. Pretty cool. It then has to grow and develop. So you have a single cell egg, a single cell sperm, they come together. You have two different DNA components. And then you start seeing cell division just like you would expect exponentially. 2 cells, 4 cells, 8 cells, 16 cells. And to the point where on day 5 or 6, that embryo is now what we call a blastocyst. It's 300-ish cells. And it is now at the stage where it can implant into the uterus. What is so interesting is that most of your eggs are never going to fertilize. They're not going to grow appropriately. They're not going to get into that uterus. But what's so important is that if an egg is coming in or the embryo is coming in and there's not just the right amount of progesterone, it cannot implant. That's really important because that's the mechanism behind a lot of birth control. But when you think about progesterone starts being made from this corpus luteum perfectly timed after you ovulate to open and close that implantation window so that when the embryo gets there, it's ready.